And the name of the game is going to be how quickly can you actually get in the side B. There's also a really, really nice tool in this matchup here. And right now, Smokk trying to get on in there, but Antimony's got a lovely little wooden sword to kind of, you know, swing back with.
Yeah, whenever I kind of look at Steve, I always like to, you know, see a couple things. How are you building your blocks? How are you using your materials, right? It seems like Antimony was very comfortable at the start of the game actually going back and getting more materials before we decided to go in. And now we're just going to use a little bit of space now to once again collect these materials. Accidentally sending the minecart the wrong way, but I think this Steve is more prone to just littering the battlefield with blocks instead of just going in sometimes.
Yeah, right now, though, Antimony backing off a little bit. He tried to get a little bit of extra space and then said, hey, you know how when you let off stage, that's typically giving up stage control? Not if you, Steve, baby. You put up a block, and then you get that side B, and then you rush back on, and you sneak that stage away. Whiffing that grab, though, is not a good decision as Smokk dashes into D-tilt up air. Couple more juggles, looking like a clown right now. I believe we're still in International Clown Week. This is it.
I gotta talk about it too. I mean, first of all, I love when Steves get spiked by their own block. That's really funny. But we gotta talk about the material bar once again. I have not seen a diamond come out from Antimony just yet. We're starting to be in that percent where we need to start figuring it out. Still though, back air is going to do it as we're gonna upgrade our tool. It is going to be the minecart that does beat out Lightning Buster, and we are gonna be able to loop in the anvil to get the stock, and New England has come alive right now.
Yeah, the loudest set today thus far is Steve going up against Aegis. Everybody backing up Antimony, I believe, here. But right now, Smokk just looking for that opening. Does get that diamond sword. You know what? That means big damage inbound, my friends.
Okay, still, once again, Antimony always likes to set up the block into the minecart too, what I like to call the little roller coaster here. And now trying to get something started here. You can always tell when Antimony is going for the back throw into the block because the block is perfectly set up and Antimony is just throwing out the fishing rod for it. But instead, it will be the cart into the forward air. It's not going to be enough, but the anvil putting a cherry on top of that combo. Antimony going to go up in the game.
Goes up in the lead. Smokk losing his stock off the top there, and little block sandwich there. Antimony though staying nice and alive. Sandwich between all of them, avoiding all that extra knockback. Down tilted to up air comes out once again here. Okay, not getting anything lost there. Somehow able to still shield in time and avoid that up tilt completely, and using the blocks just to buy time. Look what Antimony did. Antimony didn't mind just in case Smokk went for like a preemptive dash attack or like a jump in, maybe try to bait and punish it. Unsuccessful, but Antimony is showcasing like a lot of you know, patience in that position.
Absolutely. Now we're going to just go back to stage. I like how Smokk just throwing out the aerial as a threat, as kind of a little treat there, but still will be able to find the up tilt, but instead Smokk going to be able to recover with the nair here, and now we're going to switch on over to Mythra. We're going to try and stop Antimony from getting any further of a lead here, but instead Antimony going to slow down the pace of the match, which is the correct choice here. The Photon Edge, good idea to break the blocks, but unfortunately there is so much end lag on that. That was a free minecart for Antimony.
That's so sad. Did Smokk's side B get stopped because of the blocks? Like the swings kept happening, but did he stop advancing forward because of them? I believe that's what happened, and the last hits didn't connect. Or you know what? Sometimes you just fall out of moldy hits, baby. Such is the nature of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But right now, though, setting up a huge trap there in the form of that minecart and those blocks. Antimony cooking something suspicious.
Yeah, honestly, I like when players just recognize, you know what, the tool's about to break. Let me just go on ahead and get my diamond here. This is a great material bar from Antimony here. We'll be able to find the diamond back air, but it's not going to be enough. Great DI from Smokk. Going in for the down air, but instead it will be Antimony responding with the anvil drop and getting this first game on the board as once again, New England has come alive for Antimony on this Steve.
Welcome to late game Steve, baby. This is it, late meta Steve. You thought that you can get away with landing safely on shield. You won saving grace? Nope, not happening. Footstool out of shield into the anvil. I mean, it is such an incredible level of Steve optimization because it is truly, that becomes just like straight up one of the best options out of shield in the entire game. Like there is nothing that can actually contest with the amount of damage that is able to deal and how quick it comes out because of the fact that it is a footstool, right? So yeah, Smokk unsafe there. You have to space it out. You have to drift back enough. You cannot do that against Steve anymore. And Antimony is just showcasing why you cannot do that.
this is the correct character choice, I believe. I mean, game 1, as kind of explosive as it was for Antimony, I'm liking the Aegis pick. We can definitely contest Steve, but I wouldn't blame Smokk if we go a different route, right? I mean, I saw the Roy, I saw the Snake in the Twitter bio, so I'm assuming that we are going to stick on the Aegis, but once again, you got to fight DLC with DLC sometimes. Smokk just needs to find the openings and get a little bit more damage for what it's worth with Mythra.
Yeah, we'll go into this game. We'll see what's up. Tries to open off with that side B, dealing with those blocks, but unfortunately not able to actually move past them. Antimony just running away, saying, hey man, just let me mine. I'm trying to chill and hang out here, and look what you're doing to me. You in my space. Cut it out.
Yeah, Smokk starting on the Pyra as well, because Pyra's sword actually breaks through the dirt blocks very well here. So now Antimony trying to get a little bit of damage on the board here, but Smokk very well playing in the face. Here we go, though. Getting up into the shield, going to be able to get the up tilt pick, but great recovery and great response from Smokk here. Still now going to switch on over to Mythra, so now we're going to try and get some more damage on the board here, but Antimony just being a little bit stuttery in the steps and still just trying to get something started here, but not too much.
Dashing on into, ends up actually going in front of Antimony, through that dash up detail. Not able to find it. That's a down into the up. The Pyra Classic finally coming out and able to take out one of Antimony's stocks. Who up tilt into back hill just to be able to knock Smokk away. Q comes in with the side B, able to bait that jump, thinking, hey, you want to avoid the command grab? You want to jump over it? Well, get zoned, baby. Get your option read and punished.
Absolutely. Antimony now, we're going to see a little bit of a trade here, but great pickup from Smokk here. Down tilt up air, well, it doesn't get the stock. Using the great sword of that back air that's actually going to break apart the minecart too. If I'm Smokk, I do not want to let this pressure up, even though the gold tool is out for Antimony here. And here we go, it is going to break, because gold breaks a little bit faster here. Okay. Look at this. Yeah, go ahead.
Smokk wanted to get that double down in, maybe trying to catch a potential air dodge from Antimony. Didn't find it. Whiffing that grab is going to leave you really, really vulnerable. And now Antimony has to find a way to make it out of the corner here. Smokk is getting really tricky with this movement. Super ambiguous. Up tilt, though, doing exactly what it says on the tin. It is, you know, being used as an anti-air. Didn't follow up into anything huge yet, and this could be Smokk's stock.
Yeah, absolutely. Things are looking really good for Smokk right now. Has slowed down the pace just well enough where Antimony is kind of off tempo here, but stuck on the platform just a little bit. You saw the charge up for the up smash. It's not going to be enough, though. Air dodge in is actually not going to get caught. And notice how Smokk is like, just please, I need to roll out a few, just bashing on my shield here. And now it's all Antimony. You see the block high in the sky, at least for the moment there, trying to go for the spike, but it's not going to be enough. Smokk going to be able to at least get the crafting table out of there and be able to find the F tilt, and now Antimony on the back foot.
Smokk, though, pretty comfortable percent here. This is a very comfy lead to have at the moment. You can't run away with anything quite yet, though, but you can get that detail tech chase. Backing off a little bit too early with the down air as Antimony rolls back onto the stage. Nice tech away, as Smokk just completely avoids anything that Antimony was cooking.
This is a great way for Smokk to get back into this mentally, too. I mean, it feels like Antimony's trying to get, like, take the tempo back into his favor, but not going to be able to find anything here. Great parry, though, as now both players just waiting for their proper time to strike. Here we go, Antimony back throw. Still needs to take a whole stock out of this, but I'm loving the Blazing End option coming out from Smokk, as now Antimony's now the one trying to chase around just a little bit.
Yeah, Antimony's really looking for the jump lead. Those are 3 consecutive rising forwarders. None of them actually went punished from Smokk, but none of them actually connected. I wonder if this is something that Smokk is going to be able to actually exploit here. Looking for something similar again with those blocks and into the side B as well. Dashing, shielding. Smokk is jumping into Antimony's face a little bit, trying to bait something. Going in there, being nice and non-committal. Please, somebody land a hit. Thank God. Thank God.
Is going to be the minecart that has enough stun. It is going to lead right into the dash attack, and this gives Antimony a lot of time to get more materials back here. Here comes Smokk, though, back throw, trying to read the jump with the back air. It's not going to be enough here. Now it's all Antimony and how you're going to be able to stop the Smokk show right now. Smokk, though, doing a really good job of chasing very safely, and that down air is going to be sending Smokk 1-1.
Beautiful spacing, huh? Just fully faded back, nice and safe as possible. Just able to get the edge of it, and Smokk going to be taking out that game in a very, very elegant fashion to boot as well. I feel like Antimony was struggling stock 2 and stock 3 to actually get a clean hit
Yes.
onto Smokk, right? Antimony was swinging a lot of rising side Bs, a lot of rising forwards as well, and Smokk was actually kind of playing a grounded game. The time that Smokk was actually jumping in was when Smokk was already fairly far away enough from Antimony that none of those rising options would actually hit you. So how do you catch somebody as slippery as Smokk? Well, we're gonna have to just see in the next game.
I'm loving the way also we're on Pyra too, because we're able to break apart some of the dirt blocks just a little bit faster here too. I mean, it's looking really, really good for Smokk once again. Just playing so close that Antimony doesn't necessarily feel comfortable just building a block, because there's a potential that we could get punished for it. We are going to see the same matchup here as we are going on into game number 3. Smokk doing it for the Canadians back home, and Antimony doing it for the crowd right behind him.
Yeah, so we're going to be seeing a bit of a stage switch up here. We'll be opting to go to Battlefield instead. We'll see how this plays out here. Yeah, I'm actually quite curious. So right now, though, just backing off a little bit, doing the same Steve shenanigans. That time around, though, Antimony didn't back off in mine, just simply put one up and then side B on in, but not getting too much reward off these mine cards quite yet. Nice catch on the tech end, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to kind of capitalize on that too, Dara. I mean, I'm loving the way that Smokk is perfectly lining up a lot of these back airs to just invalidate minecart as a whole. But here's the thing, you're up against Steve and you're going on the stairway to heaven with up tilt and up airs combined here. Smokk already at 89%, about a minute and a half in. There's the back throw from Antimony, going to get the stone tool out going, but instead we're going to try and like do a little bit of a bait away, but instead the minecart's going to swing through, and now Smokk just trying to find a way in, but Antimony's lead is now starting to get very big.
Okay, backing off a little bit, trying to get some of those descending aerials to catch Antimony getting back onto the stage, and all those were unsuccessful. Dashing, shielding, rolling into, and Smokk successfully punishing said aggressive roll inwards. Jumping, being as non-committal as possible. Just honestly trying to wait and bait Antimony to do something that he really shouldn't.
Yeah, okay. Antimony getting a little bit more materials here. Great spot dodge over the grab here. And going to be able to get a diamond for the troubles, but not if Blazing End has anything to say for it.
Oh my
There
God.
is the down air, but honestly, I was hoping for a Prominence Revolt, the up B, instead of the option that was chosen there. Smokk now going to eat a minecart to the face, but there's the Prominence Revolt. The TNT is going to be on the left side of the stage, and honestly, Antimony going for the grab. The diamond dash attack will take it. Smokk not too far behind, but that one's got to hurt.
I saw Antimony go through that grab, and I'm like, surely you're looking for a forward throw, aren't you? You got to get a forward throw into that TNT. It would have been super sick. Nonetheless, Antimony was able to take that stock. Nice and patient at the ledge. Smokk misses the neutral get-up reaction punish as Antimony descends back onto the stage here, applying a lot of pressure, dashing in, dashing out. Smokk able to roll in F-throw for a bit of, stage advantage. Okay, what's going to be the play? Preemptive downers. And, oh, what an angle. Ugh.
And the crowd goes wild.
Steve hate aside, when a Regent loves a player, they'll still show up for that player.
All I'm going to say is that I love Steve when my friends are playing in bracket. So New England getting loud for Antimony, going to be able to find the spike. And now Smokk is down so much right now.
Nepotism is wrong when others do it. When I do it, it's like, fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Support the homies.
Okay, Antimony with a great opening with the minecart here, going for the anvil drop. But honestly, that spike was all that Antimony needed to get back into this game neutral-wise. There's the TNT trying to go for a little bit of swag and style for it. The great air dodge out from Smokk. Needs to get something started right now. There's the forward throw. The down air is not going to be able to connect, but great spacing once again on the back air to avoid the minecart here. And now Antimony just trying to get something going, but not going to be able to find it.
Okay, double jumping back onto the stage here, able to get that back here. Antimony, oh my goodness, just barely avoiding that down air as Smokk ends and lands a little bit too soon here. Backing off here, just swinging at seemingly nothing. Antimony, I gotta say, looking kind of comfortable at the moment, looking for this up B into the up smash, and you know what? Still was able to get back to center stage, even if it didn't connect.
Gotta talk about it though. I mean, the material bar is really, really low, right? We're able to get a diamond here, but I feel like Antimony uses all of the resources before he really kind of decides to go back and fill it up just a little bit. Still though, Diamond on deck, and all we need is just one hit that we can go out and build it, but no, instead we're going to prioritize stage control. There's a little bit of the jab, not going to be enough. Smokk still fighting with these aerials to get something started, but Antimony just once again looking so comfortable, Dara.
Antimony is looking a lot more comfortable with spacing out Smokk than Smokk is spacing out Antimony at the moment. Finally able to land it aggressively, but the question is it too late? You got 158%. You have to play perfectly, and the issue is Aegis just sometimes at moments like these not able to get the kill when it matters most.
Yeah, now Antimony just the tempo maker right now, as Smokk has just been chasing cat and mouse this entire time. There's the F tilt, and even if you get this first stock gone, you still have a whole nother one to deal with. Here we go, though. There's the up throw, and there's Antimony going up in the set 2-1, and we are going to see that very signature pointer finger twirl in a circle. We're going to go right back, but Smokk needs an answer, and needs an answer now.
I'm trying to think about what happened, and honestly,
an up throw. There you go. Thanks, production.
Thank you. Yeah, beautiful timing. Antimony was waiting a lot. Antimony was waiting for Smokk to kind of land with something and was like, okay, cool, you kind of whip this thing, great, I'm able to get in there and find like a dash attack or something. I will say though, that back throw, that was so unfortunate for Smokk. That is such a nasty place to be in, my friends. Oof.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Instantly, the smile on Antimony's face too, just for a little second too. There it is, there's the twirl.
Everybody's got it. Everybody knows it. No matter what language you speak, you already know it.
It's like Helper's drawing the little swirl there. I'm thinking of the Disney Channel, like Mickey ears. Like, regardless though, got all of New England in the front 3 rows. You love to see that there. I love a good region camaraderie. Like, this is so nice to see, especially in New England, especially it being the last shine. I mean, there's a lot of things that are falling into place for a lot of these New England players, and Antimony only needing one more game on Smokk here to go into top 8 and potentially get another medal this weekend.
We'll have 2 Steves in top 8 if this happens. We'll have Just Blue. Well, actually, no, I think Just Blue
has to fight, I believe, the loser of this, which could be Smokk, which could be a very unfortunate bracket for Smokk. But here we go. Hollow Bastion not going to do Smokk any favors, as Antimony is going to have a huge 60% opening.
Yeah, you just got to hold that. That is like the first 60 that you give to Steve. It's like, okay, cool, I got hit by up tilt, and now, oh my gosh, do you see how clutch the wooden tools are? The wooden tools did not send into enough knockback that you were still able to restand Aegis, get those up tilts, and still find that up smash. If that was anything else, I think it would have done enough knockback that it would have actually just set up a tech situation instead. Oh my god, Antimony.
Oh my god, that was great. Smokk not letting it deter him at all here, as now Antimony actually going to take the more passive route. I do not blame you. There's the down air, but it's not going to lead into anything. Breaking apart the crafting table actually gave Antimony some time to kind of roll back into the corner and get a little bit more comfortable. There's a sweet spot down air, but speaking of down, Antimony going to throw the anvil down too, and even getting a diamond for the troubles as well. I mean, if you're Smokk, this is looking really tough, because now Antimony's lapped you and trying to read the air dodge in with the F smash, but still not going to be able to find anything.
Had the idea on the air dodge, but then alas, you know, Smokk ended up dodging and drifting outwards. Smokk, though, just looking for anything, trying to catch Antimony getting back onto the stage, but Antimony has just not been left in disadvantage for so long at all. What an exchange.
Yeah.
I would like to see a replay on that a little bit later. I'm pretty sure that Smokk ended up bouncing off the block or something, but right now, falling neutral and not actually able to get the full like extensions that Aegis is capable of.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Smokk, you're just saying that and saying, you know what, all right, W, let's keep going here. On the Mithrin now, trying to get something started. We need to get all this damage back, but look at this. This just gives Antimony some time to mine here. There's the Nair, though, into a couple of the aerials, so things are looking so good, but you have to be careful of this anvil drop. I have to say, if it's something that Antimony has been getting a lot, it's just reading the jumps with this anvil drop here. There is the sweet spot down there into the full leaf rage up smash. That's looking real good for Smokk.
That was delicious. That was Smokk dashing on into an Antimony thinking, ooh, I'm going to avoid your left tilt. I'm going to avoid your dash attack. Nope. Rolls in. Smokk jumps back, punishes that roll with the down air, and then was able to get set up smash. That being said, Antimony cleaning up that second stock off of Smokk, bringing it to last stock apiece, and Smokk potentially on the winner's side. Final game here before you get knocked down to losers. You do not want to go down to losers now. You want to get this to a game 5.
Here we go. It is going to be the up tilts and the up airs that does get Smokk a little bit higher in percent. And now it's all the Antimony show. We have a nice big material bar to kind of work with right now. We have to be very careful if we're Smokk. Tons of minecarts are going to be coming at us here. We just have to play the spacing game very, very correctly. We have to be a little bit more patient. Here we go, though. Jab back air, not going to be enough, though. So now we're just trying to figure it out a way. Honestly, if that was up air instead of down air, that may have worked, but still, now we're getting a couple of these very sticky micro interactions. Sorry, I'm not liking too much, but you gotta watch the block there.
Smokk is being so patient. Smokk is jumping in Antimony's face over and over again, just waiting for the day that Antimony is the one that presses the button first. Smokk is not committing. Smokk is not leading into things, not tunnel visioning, F-tilting those blocks anymore. But then again, Antimony just outspacing, dashing back, using the dash attack. Smokk not able to find a clean opening as Antimony makes it back to center. Huge F-tilt.
Yeah, honestly, this is all that Smokk needs. Just play very patient. You cannot get hit by that diving back air. Look at this. There's the down air, and now we just have to figure out a way that we can find a way to get this stock. But look at this, Antimony obviously looking for the spike again, but here we go. If I'm Smokk, I need to figure out a way. Down tilt, going to avoid the anvil, so we're adapting in real time. But now it looks like Smokk doesn't want to leave the center stage. The dash attack's not going to be enough. It could go either way right now. Smokk, very key decisions right now, but Antimony going to be able to make it back on stage.
Just slowing down the pace of the game again with block in hand, and now you also have Diamond to worry about as well. Not trying to mess with that minecart, not trying to get involved with any funny business here, as Antimony now has to use up those island as well. Oh, thank God that broke the block. Thank God that broke the minecart as well. Eating a dash attack, but that does not do it either. Smokk is alive.
Oh, the prominence revolt onto the TNT keeps this set going, Dara. And Antimony can't believe it. Smokk can't believe it. You can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh my God.
I mean, theoretically, that makes sense, right? Because the up B should connect, the second hit of it on the way down should connect, and then the TNT should explode. The TNT doesn't necessarily explode immediately. So either Smokk thought of that and was like, yeah, I'm gonna die second here, or was like, okay, it's now or never, baby. I'm gonna up B, and I'm gonna hit send. I'm gonna send out, I'm gonna see what happens. And guess what? It panned out. Smokk gonna be taking this to a game 5, and yeah, the TNT only detonated after the explosion of it, and I believe Antimony only got hit by the up B and not the actual explosion of the TNT.
Oh my goodness! What a micro interaction. That was crazy.
That was a macro interaction. That was game defining.
That was meta. That was meta. Oh my goodness. All right, game number 5 here. Winner goes on to winner side top 8. Loser will be going down to fighting just blue. I gotta pour one out for Smokk. That would be a very tough bracket path to go from one Steve to another, as New England once again going to send their energy to Antimony right now. We are going on to small battlefield.
The thing that I loved most about Smokk's last game was the way that he started jumping in a very non-committal, very patient fashion. No longer going in with any antsy approaches, just jumping over and over and over in Antimony's face, and actually able to stuff out some of these side Bs, and you know what, at the very least, getting hit by less side Bs. But that time around, going in so aggressively with a dash attack, Antimony almost made that his opening, but huge opening here for Smokk.
Yeah, I was about to say really, really good patience too, right? I mean, Antimony has been catching Smokk jumping and chasing a lot with these anvil drops, and just to have Antimony just not get one, and Smokk just being so patient, so important here, using the Nair this time instead of Pyra to actually contest some of these minecarts right now. There's the down air, trying to get something started here. Going to be able to punish the dash attack with the grab here. Smokk looking really good so far, but Antimony always seems to have an answer right next to him.
Smokk backing off just a little bit, mining a couple of materials. Antimony spacing out some of these down airs and just swatting away these approaches with incoming F-tilts. That's the down air into the up smash. Indeed. And Smokk sitting up in the chair a little bit. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm activated, I'm on.
Speaking of sitting...
Sit back down.
Yeah, Steve and Anvil are going to take a nice little seat right on top of Mithra there, as now we are going stock for stock at this point. Looking, here we go. It is going to be the down throw. Diamond tools are active though, so honestly, here we go.
Yeah, a lot of hit lag. You know what that means, baby? A lot of opportunity to SDI, as Smokk successfully SDI'd in, avoided any more potential damage as Antimony was not ready to react to said SDI in, and you know what? If I'm Smokk, I'm happy about that. I have now made this my, I've reset neutral at the very least.
Okay, now Antimony trying to slow it down a little bit, but raining anvils once again for Smokk. Has to figure out a way to get back into this, because now Antimony with a really great material bar to work with at this point. Now Smokk trying to figure out a way to get one hit in, but great parry onto the minecart. Not going to lead into much else here, but Antimony still just always catching these jumps with a projectile, whether it be a minecart or an anvil.
Coming back down with the down air. You don't want to miss this tech, but alas, just able to pop out that shield in time. Smokk now able to find an up tilt of their own.
So close to on the anvil drop. There's the down air, but once again using the aerial drift from Antimony's down air to just at least get out of there. I think Antimony now realizes that maybe we can't be contesting too much here. Smokk with a lot of rage in that down air, and that is going to be Smokk going up right now 2 stocks to 1, but Antimony has always been so close behind.
Beautifully done here. Smokk, you have a very gentle lead. Can you get some extra credit going? That is the question. Tries to lean into the neutral. Doesn't actually connect it as Antimony was back a little bit too far. Mining for some more materials here. Able to pick up gold. Okay, what does this mean? Tries to just swoop in with one of these side Bs, but finally this dash attack does pan out for Smokk as they make it their own ledge trap.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, I think Smokk recognizing, you know what, I can play back just a little bit, but instead the end lag from the minecart is going to lead into the diamond attack, and we are going down to last stock. Game number 5 here. Winner will go on into top 8. Loser will be going down to fight just blue here. But look at this. Look at Antimony with the diamond tool in hand, trying to get a couple of materials back here. But look at this. Another insurance diamond now, too, which is very, very important.
Smokk is plugged in. Smokk is in the game right now. That is just pure stress and concentration that I see. But no amount of stress will actually save you from the onslaught of Steve up tilts that you just have to eat. 74%. Big trade, though, kind of good for Antimony, who's just going up and up here. And now with Diamond on deck, any one of these swings can do it. F smash back, you know, you name it. Smokk is in a nasty position here.
Okay, once again, I have to commend Smokk this entire time for the ability to clutch that up, hitting the sweet spot down air into the up smash and going right into winner side top 8 for Canada here.